Thank you all very much for joining us for this webinar on Offbeat Mara Camp and Offbeat Ndoto in the Mara North Conservancy in Kenya. I'm delighted to be joined by Jen Carr-Hartley, who will bring us through the presentation this evening even. This is our first webinar with Offbeat and we're super excited about this new partnership. Alice and I actually visited Offbeat Ndoto just over 2 weeks ago and we were completely blown away by the experience. Incredible wildlife in the Mara North, incredible guides, and the experience in the camp itself was absolutely superb. From the staff, the accommodation, the food, we just had the most amazing time. So I'm really excited for you all to learn about Offbeat through Jen this evening. Just a little bit of housekeeping before I pass over. This is being recorded, so if you need to leave or want to share it with your teams, we'll send it out early next week with all the sales and marketing information that you need to sell Offbeat. And we'll also have some time at the end for questions. So if anything comes to mind throughout the presentation or at the end, please do pop it in the Q&A box and we'll be able to answer it then. But for now, Jen, I will pass over to you.
Thank you, Ola, and hello to everybody. It's wonderful to be here tonight, and we are very excited about onboarding with Small World, and we're looking forward to this beautiful partnership. So I am going to turn it off my screen, my video, once I have shared my screen with you all. So again, a warm welcome to everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I am delighted to introduce you all to Offbeat Safaris, a proudly Kenyan company with over 30 years of experience creating authentic, conservation-focused safari experiences. Offbeat began as one of Kenya's original horseback safari operators and was founded by Tristan and Cindy Vorsboy. Over time, it evolved into a collection of intimate camps and lodges across the country, each one hand-picked for its wilderness setting, exceptional guiding, and genuine character. Today, we will discuss part of the Offbeat collection, two of our camps which are based in the Mara North Conservancy, Offbeat Mara and Offbeat Ndoto. The guiding principle of Offbeat throughout has always been the same: authentic experiences, exceptional guiding, community involvement, and conservation at heart. Both of our camps are located in the Mara North Conservancy, which is one of the most successful and respected private conservancies in Kenya, as you probably all know. Mara North covers around 74,000 acres, bordering the famous Maasai Mara National Reserve. It was established as a partnership between 12 member camps and lodges and over 800 Maasai landowners working together to protect this incredible ecosystem. The Conservancy model allows for sustainable tourism, where the income from the visitors directly benefits local communities through lease payments, employment, and conservation programs. With limited bed numbers and low vehicle density, guests are able to enjoy a much more exclusive experience. Fewer cars, in fact, a maximum of 5 vehicles per sighting, more wildlife, and actually a real sense of space. It's home to thriving populations of lion, leopard, elephant, cheetah, and many other species. It's a place that perfectly reflects what Offbeat stands for: wildlife protection, community partnership, and a true sense of wilderness. So let's begin with the first camp, which is Offbeat Mara. This is our classic traditional tented camp, which is set along the Olari Orok River in the heart of Mara North. The camp really captures the essence of traditional East African safari. It's authentic, comfortable, and wonderfully unpretentious. We have just 7 tents in total, 5 standard tents and 2 family tents. The family tents are tent 6 on this map and tent 7, and the rest are twin and double tents. Each of the tents are dotted into private areas. As you can see, they're nestled in the bush for privacy. Although they're not far apart from each other, they are very definitely private. This is the main mess tent, which, as I said earlier, is nestled along the river's edge in a forested area. And it's where clients can enjoy their time after a busy day, evenings spent by the campfire, and also dinner. So it's an open plan mess, as you can see, the fireplace at the end and a lovely dining area, comfortable seating, and cocktails are enjoyed at the rustic and rather welcoming bar. Dinners can either be set in the mess area or on this wonderful forest deck, and also in camp meals, so breakfasts and lunches, if clients are in camp, can also be had out on this lovely deck amongst the birds, or under the stars. This is the fire pit, which is located also along the river's edge, nestled in the bush and not far from the main mess area. And the fires are lit almost every evening, weather permitting, of course. And clients can enjoy a pre-dinner drink under the stars. As mentioned earlier, the tents are all nestled away from each other in private sort of bushy areas, but each one overlooks a nice plain, and you can see wildlife from the tents. The tents are large and spacious, and they have all ensuite bathrooms with a lovely seating area out the front. The bathrooms have a classic safari bucket shower where hot water is filled upon request and hoisted up by our team, giving the guests a charming taste of old-style safari life. There's a picture of the bathroom, and then this is one of the family tents. So the family tents, there are two of these tents, and as mentioned again, they're all nestled away for privacy. These are 2-bedroomed, both en suite, and again, they have a lovely seating area between the bedrooms. And the bedrooms are large enough that they can add extra beds if need be. Generally, the family tents sleep 5 people. Offbeat Mara is really the perfect camp for those who want to have a genuine safari experience. It's small, personal, and very connected to nature. Many of our team come from the nearby Maasai community, and that sense of pride and belonging really does shine through the service that they offer. The current rates at Offbeat Mara start from US dollars 560 per person per night. And now we'll move on to Offbeat Ndoto. So Offbeat Ndoto is literally just a few minutes away from Offbeat Mara. It's on the same river. It's about approximately a 15-minute drive away. There are just 5 tents in total in this camp, so it sleeps a maximum of 12 people. We have 4 standard tents and 1 beautiful luxury suite. This is the main mess area. This is set close to the river. It's a large, spacious and light tent and consists of open plan seating and dining area. The design combines authentic safari character with a contemporary and elegant feel. Dinners often set up either in the mess or outside, again under the stars, and not far from the mess area. Lunches can also be held down at the river on a little island under a lovely, beautiful big fig tree. Again, not far from the mess area. So that's for lunches that are possibly being had at camp as opposed to out in the field on a picnic. Ndoto's fire pit is also set along the river's edge. And again, the fire is lit every evening, weather permitting, and it's a lovely place to have a pre-dinner drink overlooking the river. This is one of the safari tents, one of the 4 standard safari tents. As you will see, these are beautifully furnished. They're very, very large. The bathrooms are set at the back, and then the bedroom, and then there's a sort of living area, which then looks onto a veranda and the bush beyond. These tents have fully plumbed bathrooms, so hot and cold running water, offering a slightly more refined level of comfort compared to Offbeat Mara Camp's classic bucket showers. There's a picture of the bathroom. And this is the luxury suite. So the luxury suite consists of 2 large bedrooms, either side of a living area, a full width veranda that runs the entire length of the suite, where there is also a dining and seating area. The suite overlooks the Ndoto Valley, which is frequented by herds of game. This is one of the bedrooms. This is the twin, and that's the view from the outside to the outside. And that's the view overlooking the Ndoto Valley. Lunches can also be hosted under the acacia tree on this front lawn. Some clients prefer to have meals up at the luxury suite. So they can either have lunches or dinners there or down at the main mess area if that's preferred. That's the lovely seating area. And one more picture of the bathroom. Right, so the other important thing to remember about Offbeat Ndoto is that every tent at Ndoto comes with its own private guide and its own vehicle, giving guests complete flexibility in how they explore, whether that means early starts or long drives or relaxed mornings in camp. They have flexibility to do as they wish in their own vehicle with their own private guide. Ndoto is really ideal for honeymooners, couples, photographers, or anybody that's looking for exclusivity and calm. It's fully solar powered and designed with a strong environmental ethos, minimizing impact whilst maximizing comfort. Rates at Ndoto start from $690 per person per night. Now, the activities and shared experiences are very similar in both camps. Both camps offer a wonderful variety of activities and experiences, all guided by our exceptional team. Experiences offered, as I say, are the same in both camps, with the exception of course, as I've mentioned earlier, Ndoto offering exclusive use of vehicles per tent, and Offbeat Mara offering shared game drives. Of course, groups of 4 and above are given exclusive use of vehicle at Offbeat Mara, but any groups smaller than 4 are on shared game drives. Game drives are led by our highly experienced Maasai guides, all of whom are silver rated and who are known not just for their tracking skills, but also for their warm hospitality and their storytelling. The wildlife experience is the same, outstanding quality in both camps, the same area and the same guiding teams. Guests can enjoy day and night game drives, exploring the Conservancy in open 4x4 vehicles, with the chance to see everything from big cats to nocturnal species. Both camps have standard open game viewing vehicles, as well as photography-specific vehicles with folding sides and removable seats. Mara North Conservancy is really, truly a photographer's paradise. The open terrain, the soft light, the very few vehicles make it ideal for capturing those once-in-a-lifetime moments. We also offer guided bushwalks, which offer a completely different perspective, tracking animals on foot with our guides and our armed ranger, learning about plants and insects and the smaller details that bring the bush to life, and gaining a ground level perspective. For those who wish to have a faster pace, we also offer running with the Maasai. Our guides are more than happy to stretch their legs and show clients again another perspective. We also offer hot air balloon safaris, and they are arranged in the main reserve. This is, as you all know, is an unforgettable way to experience the Mara from above at sunrise. We offer several different bush meals, be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Sundowners in breathtaking private settings. And on top of that, we also offer cultural visits to a nearby Maasai village for those who would like to understand a little bit more about some of the local way of life and where part of our team come from. Both camps are really family friendly and with flexible schedules, private vehicles on request, and they both have plenty of thoughtful touches for children. Underpinning everything is our commitment to conservation and community, ensuring that each guest experience directly supports the protection of wildlife and the livelihoods of our local communities. So to wrap it up, Offbeat Safaris represents the very best of authentic Kenyan hospitality. We're proud to offer the experiences that are genuine, sustainable, and deeply connected to the landscape and its people. Offbeat Mara delivers the charm and adventure of a traditional tented safari. Offbeat Ndoto, on the other hand, offers a more exclusive and refined experience. Together, they showcase the beauty and diversity of the Mara North Conservancy, and they are perfect for guests that are seeking both adventure and comfort. We'd love to welcome your clients to the Offbeat adventure, and thank you all for your time, and I hope this has given you a clear sense of what makes both of our Offbeat camps so special.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jen. As I said at
You're
the
welcome.
beginning, we had such an amazing time at Offbeat. We were lucky enough to stay in the family suite at Ndoto, which was very spoiling. And of course, as Jen said, having that private vehicle is really excellent as gives guests that flexibility with all of the activities that are in the conservancy. So I can see a couple of questions. So Caroline has asked Jen, is the camp fenced?
No, neither of the camps are fenced, which is absolutely wonderful. So there is often game grazing right up against the tents. Obviously, for security purposes, in the evenings, we always ensure that our guests are escorted by our night staff back to their camps, just to be sure that nobody, has a meeting with any wild animal on the way back to their tents. But it really is part of that raw safari experience, the fact that we are not fenced and the fact that there is wildlife literally on the edges of camp.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jen. Karen has asked, can a twin in the luxury family suite be made into a double for two couples? That's at Ndoto.
Absolutely, and the most important thing to understand about Offbeat is that we will bend over backwards to accommodate people in the best way we can, and we are so flexible. Obviously, it's important to remember that the main tents are doubles. The single tents are doubles. So if you need it to be a twin, it involves bringing in an extra bed because the beds are big doubles. But in the suite, we can turn it into two doubles.
Wonderful, thank you. Caroline has asked, do guests generally stay in the conservancy or do they go into the Mara Reserve for the day?
So what we have found is we have a lot of people interested in going into the main reserve. However, we try and encourage them to experience Mara North and make that decision once they're in the once they're at the camps. And more often than not, people are so blown away by the offerings of the Mara North Conservancy that they actually generally don't want to go on to the main reserve. We do, of course, take people down for the balloon rides, and they either turn that into a day trip or they come straight back to Mara North.
Wonderful, thank you. Eva has asked, are all meals and drinks included as well as game drives?
Absolutely. Everything is included except champagne.
Champagne.
All meals, all drinks, including wines, just not champagne. And as
Wonderful.
many game drives as you need.
Yeah.
Mm.